Alright, I figured I'd do another video on this one. Kind of more of a proper video, I guess. This is a 1950s era Country Aire 12-inch box fan. I believe the model number is C-12. Have to look up the video I found where they mentioned the model number. But yeah, this is one of Lakewood's earlier box fans. And essentially all this was they made a twin window fan that was pretty much identical. It had two of these 12-inch blades side by side in a big metal box. And this was basically a smaller version of that fan. Lakewood really never badged their own name on their fans very often. And that was pretty common in like the 50s, 60s, 70s, even into the 80s. Until like mid 80s when Lakewood actually started branding their own things. Yeah. But most of the time they were rebadged for whatever store they were sold at, like Kmart. And this one was a Country Aire, which Country Aire was sold from what I've gathered, the coast to coast stores, which also sold the Coast Aire fans that came much later. But, excuse me. But anyway, focus. Not doing a very good. There we go. Anyway, I've restored this fan from basically something you'd think you'd see at the bottom of the Titanic to where it is now. And it is, I nicknamed it the root beer fan because the color combination I came up with was kind of inspired by a root beer can. No joke. Actually, it's more or less inspired from the badge here, which is brown and white, or like a creamish color. And the grills are cream, and the fan body itself is brown. Which this thing turned out pretty good. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, it ain't perfect." I wasn't really going for perfection, honestly. I don't have all the fancy crap to actually restore stuff, so this is the best you get. The 3-speed, unlike a lot of these little 12-inch fans Lakewood made, that were usually like 2 speeds, like this little Windsor here. This is basically the successor to the little Country Aire. But yeah, this fan is mostly all original. The only part that's not is obviously the paint and the knob here. It did not have a knob when I got it. And I redid the wiring. Well, I didn't redo it. My buddy redid it for me. It had some of the most crappy wiring I've ever seen because it was all brittle and falling apart. But he rewired the little Fasco motor here, and it turned out pretty nice. We re-varnished it, and there we go. It got re-varnished. It got new motor leads, a new cord. Well, new-ish. It's from the 70s probably, but fits the fan well. The motor got completely redone. It's got new bolts to hold it together. Only thing I did not do was repaint the motor because, well, I didn't want to get rid of the information on it, so I just kind of left it alone. But basically, how that motor looks, which I don't know how well you can see it, is about how the fan looked, honestly. The rest of the fan was pretty crusty. It's a little dusty right now, but, you know. This is one of the few fans in my collection that I'm very proud of. That turned out really well. There's still one thing I gotta do with it, and that is put rubber feet on the bottom so it doesn't scratch up the bottom too much. But other than that, it's pretty much completed. Fucking focus, would we? Thank you. Anyway, it's pretty much completed. Turned out pretty good. I tried to polish these blades. They turned out alright. Look a lot better than what they did. One of these blades got really mangled up when I was cleaning it, so I had to redo it. But I got it mostly straight. It's pretty much balanced now. Everything's all kosher with it. So here's high. This thing's actually pretty powerful for a little tiny thing. Put it right there. I use it in the window every once in a while. Definitely a good air. And it's fairly quiet. Go to medium. And low. Which isn't a huge difference, honestly, but still. Sounds completely different when it's in the window, honestly. But yeah. Go up the high. And off. But yeah, this fan's got a new lease on life now. For something I got at Fanimation in trade for something else. I don't even remember what I traded for it. This thing was pretty rough when I got it, and I'm pretty happy with the turnout. Definitely one of my more prized pieces in my collection. But yeah. There's that one. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.